Okay, so we'll start with the third question today, exercise 3.3. Form the pair of linear equations for the following problems and find their solution by substitution method. So what we are going to do, we are going to read each of these problems statement and we'll form linear equations. Obviously two variable and there will be pair of linear equations, and then we'll solve them by substitution method. So let us see the first problem. The first problem is the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find them. So they are talking about two numbers and difference between those two numbers is 26. If one is 3 times the other, find them. Now obviously if anybody want, he can do this question in one variable also, but I'll recommend that you make the equation of two variable because you have two variable equations in your chapter, so you should make with two variables. So I'll show you how we can do it with two variable, right? So I'll start with my board now, where I'll write and then I'll solve with these problems also. So before that, if anybody want to join, I will join them also. Okay, so here, so the question is, we have already written exercise 3.3 and we are doing question number 3. Okay. So for question number 3, because we have to find two numbers, so I'll start like this. Let the two numbers be x and y. So now after writing this, we'll write according to question. What we have according to question, that if I subtract these two numbers, I'll get 26, because they are saying the difference between the two number is 26, and the second thing they are saying one number is 3 times the other. So the one number means the one which is greater. So x is greater, it is 3 times the smaller number, right? Now what I'll do, I'll number these equation now. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Now you can see this equation 2 is already it's in the terms of y. That means we know the value of x, so directly I can substitute in equation 1. So I'll write here substitute equation 2 in 1. So in place of x I can write 3y. So 3y minus y is equal to 26. So that is 2y is equal to 26. 26. So therefore y 26 by 2, that is 13. Now we can substitute this value as the value of y in first equation. We can substitute in first equation. So that I'll write in the next page. We can write put also, or substitute put y is equal to 13 in equation 1. So what was the equation 1? X minus y is 26. So write x minus y is equal to 26. Is there some wrong I have done? I don't think I have done any wrong here, no? Okay, ठीक है. Right. So x is equal to 26 plus 13. So x is equal to 39. So answer, you have to write always the answer. Answer is, because this is a statement question, so we have to write the answering statement. Therefore, the two numbers are 13 and 39. So always statement question, word problems, answer, you have to leave it in the form of statement, right? So this is the third question, first part. Third question, first part. So now let us see what is the next question. So next question is, next question we can see it here, second part. They're saying the largest of two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18 degree, find the numbers. Now here there are two angles, one is larger, one is smaller, and they are supplementary angles. So this statement gives you the first equation, that angle larger, smaller angle, they are supplementary. What is the meaning of supplementary angles? Yes, supplementary angle means the sum of two angles which are 180 degree. So if this is a larger angle, this is a smaller angle, if I add, it is 180 degree. So that is the first thing they have said. And the second also is included in the same statement. They are saying the larger of the two exceeds the smaller by 18. That means the larger is greater than the smaller by 18. So both the equation we can solve it, or we can construct both the equation using the same statement. And then they are saying find them. So we'll start finding the solution now. So we go to next page. So question number 3, second part. So we'll start writing like this. Let the two angles be x and y. Okay. So according to the question, if I add both the angles, it is 180 degree, because they have said this is a supplementary angle, right? Then the larger one, that is the x, is greater than the smaller one by 18. That means if I subtract the larger and the smaller, the difference has to be 18, because indirectly they are saying this is greater number, this smaller number, difference is 18. इसके बीच में जो gap है वो 18 का उसने सीधा बता दिया. So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So what we can do, I can take out the value of x from equation 1 or equation 2 and put it in equation 1 or vice versa. So from this time I am taking equation 2. Okay, from equation 2, x is equal to 18 degree plus y. This will take it as third equation. And this value I can, because they have taken from second, so I have to substitute in first. So write substitute equation 3 in 1. So in place of x, I am going to write 18 plus y, and plus y, there will be one more y, because equal to 180 degree. Why is one more y? Because this x is 18 plus x, so this x will be 18 plus y, sorry, 18 plus y, and this y is already existing, so there will be 2y. So now here I have 2y is equal to 180 minus 18. So how much is 180 minus 18? 162 degree. So y is equal to 160 divided by 2. So how much is it? Is 81 degree. So this we can say it is the value of y. You can name this one as equation number 4 if you want, like this, equation 4, and I'll put the value of y in any equation. I can put in third also. So I'll put in third. So I'll write put y is equal to 81 degree in equation 3. So x plus 81 plus 18 degree, because if you see the third is this. So I have written this is 81 plus 80. Okay? X is equal to. So now let's. So now this one comes out to be how much? 99 degree. So I'll write therefore the two angles are, one is 81 degree and other is 99 degree. So this is the answer for the question. Okay, now you can ask your doubt. What was your doubt? You can ask. Second equation, what you write? Yes, you can write it. X is equal to 18 plus this one, because yes, you can write this one. You can make this a second equation because they're saying the greater is smaller plus 18 they have given. So you can write this as the second equation. You can avoid this one, and you can do it. There's no problem. So this way this question is done. So now let us go to the next question. Okay. Right. So now let's come to the third part. Here this third part says that the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. Find the cost of each bat and each ball. So it's a very simple question. 7 bat and 6 ball total they cost 3,800, and then 3 bat and 5 ball total cost is 1,750. So what is the cost of one bat and one ball? So it's very fine. So we can easily calculate it by making equations. So we'll go to the next page. We'll do third question, third part. Third question, third part, and we'll write let cost of one bat is equal to rupees X and cost of one ball is rupees Y. Cost of 1. So now the first thing is according to question. It's very simple. according to question, they purchased 7 bat and 6 ball, and the cost was 3,800. You have, all of you should have the book with you, and if you read it in the book, it's very clearly said that a cricket coach is buying 7 bat and 6 ball for rupees. Later she buys 3 bat and 5 ball for 1,750. So here they are asking what is the cost of 1 bat and 1 ball. So this is, for us, is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. So what we'll do, because this is a pure substitution based question, so I'll take it the value of x from second equation. I can take from first also, there is no problem. From equation second. So what we get? We get 3x is equal to 1705 minus 5y, divide by 3. So I'm taking all together, so I have to remove this 3 from here. What I've done, first I've taken 5y to here because minus, and then 3 is brought in the denominator. So in one go I'm writing all things, so you can also do it instead of increasing the steps. You can do it like this. Now this is third equation, and substitute the third in, we have taken from second, so first में डालेंगे. Substitute equation 3 in 1. So 1 is this one. So in place of x we can write 1750 minus 5y whole divided by 3 plus 6y is equal to 3800. So now this is a linear equation in one variable. So now 3 and 7 can't cancel, so I have taken LCM. LCM लेके आगे proceed करते. So right here 3 1750 minus 5y, then because here it just remains same 7, then bracket 1750 minus 5y, and this will be multiplied by 3, so that means here we will have 18y is equal to 3800. So now 3 can be transferred to this side, and this have to multiply by 17, so I have to multiply it. So 0 7 5s are 35, carry 3, 7 7s are 49, plus 3 is 52, then 12. Here it is 35y plus 18y 0 0 3 8s are 24, carry 2 11. So now here we have 35 minus 18, how much we get? How much is 35 minus 18? Minus 17, right? 11400 minus 12450. How much we'll get here? To subtract, minus 850 upon minus 17 will be y. So 17 and 850 can be cancelled, and that comes out to be 50 because 50 because 7 times 17 5s and then 0, so 50. So 50 I not 150, 50. So this we can take it as fourth equation, or you want to write, you don't write, there's no problem. This is the fourth equation. Now substituting this in, we can say, third equation, right? We'll substitute in third equation. So right here, put y is equal to 50 in equation 3. So x is equal to 1750 minus 5 into 50 upon 3, because I can see the value of x, but this is the value in which I have to substitute. This is the value, you can check, this is the value. So I have didn't turn the page, I have seen this is the value of x. So in place of y, we write 50. So now we have to calculate this one. So now here we have 1750 minus 250 upon 3. So what I'll do, I'll not shift to the next page, I'll rather use this much of the space to do the remaining part of the question. So I don't have to shift the page. So now here x is equal to 1500 upon 3, which comes out to be 500. So we can write, therefore cost of one bat is equal to rupees 500 and cost of one ball is rupees 50. So this is our answer. In fact, this portion should come below this, but I have written here. Understood, all of you? Yeah, I'm showing the previous page. You can, yes, this is the previous page, you can see. Right? Okay. Now let's go to next question. So this is the next question. Yes, sir. This is the fourth part. Very important question, because these types of questions generally come in exam. These three questions are very important. So this says that a taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is rupees 155. What are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer? Second thing, how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? So there are two parts. One part is regarding the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer, and the second one is how much a person has to pay for traveling 25 km. So I'll tell you here that a taxi charge consists of two things. One is fixed charge, other is charge per kilometer. We say, or distance, charge per distance. Because if you hire a taxi, if you don't travel a single distance and the taxi come to pick you up, he will charge some money. That's called fixed charge. And then if you travel some distance per kilometer, he will charge something. So that information is written here. So we will now form equation for these and then we'll solve it, right? So let's go back to our page. So now we take one more page here. Now this is question number 3, fourth part, right? So first I'll write let the fixed charge is equal to rupees X and charge per kilometer is rupees Y. So according to question, first when the person travel 10 kilometer, because the first is 10 kilometer, he has to pay the fixed charge, and for each kilometer he has traveled, he has to pay Y rupees. So he has traveled 10 kilometers at 10 into Y, and that comes out to be 105 because the first bill was 105. In the second case, he traveled for 15 kilometers and he paid 155 rupees. I think so. I have taken the value correct. I'll just see if anything is wrong on written. 10 kilometer and then 15 kilometer, 155 and 105. Right. So this is correct equation now. Now what we'll do, we will mark this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Now the solving part I'm leaving to you. You can solve it and get the value of x and y using substitution method because that you have learned it. So I don't think you have any problem in solving. And the last line should be the statement where you write, therefore the fixed charge is this much rupees and charge per kilometer. This is the last line you write it. So this is your homework, I'll say. Okay. So now move to the next question. If you see, we are doing by substitution method. So we are not doing by elimination method. So if the method is mentioned that you have to do by substitution method, then you can't do by elimination method. But if the method is not mentioned and they just give you the equation and solve it, then it's up to your choice what you do. You can very clearly see third question we are doing it and they have written solve, find a solution by substitution method. So we can't help, right? So now next question, fifth. A fraction become 9 by 12, 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Right? Find the fraction. So anyway, so it's good. There's a fraction, and I'll go back to my page, and then we'll be able to do it. I'll take a new page because here I won't be able to get it. So this is question number 3, fifth part. Let the fraction be x upon y, because they are saying find the fraction. So I have written the fraction as x upon y. If you want, you can write like this: let the denominator of the fraction be, let the numerator of the fraction be x and denominator be y. That's also correct. That way also you can write, or this way also is correct. So now according to question, if I add 2 to the numerator and 2 to the denominator, then the fraction will become 9 upon 11. If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 9 upon 11. So if you see, this is not a linear equation, doesn't seem to be linear equation in the first instant. So what we will do, we'll cross multiply and get the linear equation. First equation को solve कर रहा हूँ पहले. Second equation I will write it later on. Let us make the equation proper equation. So cross multiply 11 into this. Sorry, should be x, not y. It should be x. Okay, 11 into x plus 2 and 9 into y plus 2. So if I multiply, I get 11x plus 22 9y plus 18. So 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4. Now this one I'll take it as equation 1. Then the second one equation, the second equation is that if you add 3 to both numerator and denominator, so x plus 3 and y plus 3 will give you 5 upon 6. 5 upon 6 they have written. If 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 upon 6. Correct. So same way we can now multiply, cross multiply and get the equation. So this is 6x plus 18, 5y plus 15, 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 3, right? So this is our next equation. So you have two equation now. This is our first equation and we have the next equation here. So now you can solve it and get the value of x and y. So once you get the fraction, then you should be able to get the other answer also, right? Now there's another part which I'll give you as a homework. I'll give this question as homework. So you will try this question, fifth part, as homework. And also whatever we have done, you have to repeat it. You do yourself. This question I have done for you, but I'll recommend that you should do for yourself also. Because if you do it, then only you will be expert in solving these questions. Otherwise you will have problem. Right? So I'll write the homework here itself. Yes. Please speak louder. I can't hear what you said. Page. Yes, I'll shift. I'm just writing the homework. Exercise 3.3. Question number 3. First to sixth. Now why I've written homework? Because you have to repeat yourself also. That's the reason I've written homework. So this is the homework. So you want the page to be shift. This one.